Well, good morning, and Mr. Deputy President, ministers, and distinguished guests. On behalf of the international community present here today, I want to thank you very much indeed for your hospitality. We have delegations here from over 170 countries come here to collaborate, to work, and to be inspired by the entrepreneurs in our presence. And I wanted to very much begin by telling you that these people are so excited to come to Africa, and to very much stress to you our appreciation of your willingness to have us here for this important event. You know, we thought it was really important as we began this morning to begin with what's most important, which is the entrepreneur. I'd like to acknowledge many of the organizations that have made it possible to bring so many entrepreneurs and so many investors here for this week. Of course, in addition to the city of Joburg, we just heard from the mayor, I also want to pay special recognition to the Ewing Marion Kaufman Foundation, without which none of the Gen community would have been possible. It has been born from the cloth of the Kaufman Foundation. And I'd also like to stress a very special thanks to Sea Africa, to ABSA, to Transnet, to the Small Business Development Authority, and of course to the province. It has been absolutely extraordinary to work with you all and with our corporate sponsors, Hollard and IDC and Microsoft. You've been tremendous partners as we look to gather this community here this week. I do want to mention one thing though, as we begin today with entrepreneurs, and that is that the Ewing Marion Kaufman Foundation, which has been our primary sponsor, is like very many foundations in the United States, created by an entrepreneur. And it's important to recognize that since we all last met, had he been alive today, Ewing Marion Kaufman would have been 100 years old. So we celebrate this Congress in recognition of that. And I ask each and every one of you to remember many things about him, but one thing that was said about him was that he was a common man doing uncommon things. And I hope as we look to be entrepreneurs, we also have that same spirit of giving back, creating the environment for more entrepreneurs to thrive. And so it's that on that note, as I welcome the international community here today, that I would like to welcome to the stage some entrepreneurs. We thought better to start this morning with the people who are most important at the center of all the work that we're doing. So many of you may know that when we kicked off the planning for this last November, we announced that there was going to be an innovation challenge for which between then and now, 3 entrepreneurs would be picked for an Africa Innovation Challenge. And so what I'd like to do, if I could, is welcome to the stage 2 representatives from Johnson & Johnson so that we can recognize the beginning today, the 3 winners of the African Innovation Challenge. So please join me in welcoming up here Seema Kumar and Josh Gayam. Are they here? The Africa Innovation Challenge has been an innovation of Johnson & Johnson. We're very proud that we're able to work with you in doing this. So thank you.
Thank you. It's great.
So I understand today that we have 3 winners that you have picked. And so I'd like to welcome to the stage those 3 winners. So the first is from Liberia, Mahmoud Johnson from Project Kernel. And while they're coming, I'd also like to invite to the stage Françoise Nebizi from Project Agutaka. Agutaka. 'Cause, 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 'c And lastly, I'd like to welcome to the stage from Uganda, Grace Nakibala from Project Pedal Tap. And Mr. Deputy President, we'd like to invite you to come up here. When I met you last November, you made it very clear to me that your heart and soul in this was to be with the entrepreneurs. You expressed an interest in meeting these entrepreneurs. So please come up and shake their hand and congratulate them. So.